Jerry's awesome. And I see so many comments online of people being like, Jerry was never funny. Jerry sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
Shut up.
Like, dude, you're just like you're a comedy doofus if you think that. You know who I've been going on a deep dive about the last couple days?
Patton.
No. No. I've been doing a deep dive on Jerry Seinfeld and all things Jerry Seinfeld.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, dude, that guy's awesome.
That's what I've heard.
He had this documentary in 2002 where he like is just becoming a stand-up again after the show ends.
Okay.
It's really hard to find it anywhere. I had to watch it like in pieces on YouTube.
Okay.
Or spend like $500 on eBay. Those are the two options. But he's just getting back into comedy and he's just starting to write again and perform again, and he sucks.
Really?
Yeah, so he's like bombing and he's talking about it and like going through the whole process of like Colin Quinn's in it a lot, giving him advice. It's really interesting. At one point, this clip has gone like super viral from this moment, but he's talking to Orny Adams, who's this like 29-year-old comic at the time, and the 29-year-old and so Orny goes like, "Hey Jerry, like
How old is Jerry here?
it's 2002. He's 72 now, so what? 58 or something?
Oh my god.
56. I don't
Did
even
you pick that up at Westbrook? How to do that quick?
I don't think that's even right. It's just like, you know, what I'm two.
It feels right.
I'm 2 years off. What someone's really gonna call me out on that?
I bought whatever you could have said any number there. I would have believed you.
Damn it. He's like, Jerry, you know, like, at what point do I just like give up? Basically, like, all my friends are like on Wall Street making a lot of money, and like. And Jerry's like, your friends? He's like, and then Orny's like, well, what do I tell my parents? Like, they're gonna be disappointed in me if I don't like make it soon. And Jerry's like, your parents? It's not about your parents, dude. And then he tells them this story about like some orchestra that's going to like perform somewhere, and they had to land like half a mile from the spot that they were supposed to land at for the plane. So they had to walk far with their instruments, and they come up to this house that's and it's snowing, so they're all like soaking wet, and they see inside this house this like man and his like beautiful wife, and they have a couple kids, and they're eating dinner, and you know, it's like basically the perfect image of like a family that's like suburban, and two of the bandmates look at each other and they're like, how do they live like this? And it's like the whole story of like having a dream, and like everybody else's dream is different, but like if your dream is to do this, then that's the only thing that's normal that you could rationalize doing. So it was kind of a banger.
That is pretty bangery.
Yeah. So Jerry's awesome. And I see so many comments online of people being like, Jerry was never funny. Jerry sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
Shut up.
Like, dude, you're just like you're a comedy doofus if you think that. Like, maybe, and I haven't seen his recent stand-up. Like, I'm talking like the last year or so. But he's 72 right now. If he's not that funny with his material right now, like, doesn't mean he wasn't funny when he was 40.
Right. And, Seinfeld is fantastic.
And I'm sure he's still good now. Like, I don't know if you really lose it.
I mean, I've heard him speak, and he speaks with a level of, not everything is profound, but there's always like a dignity behind. Like, I can't. He talks. He's so smart. Is I think where I'm going. I don't think he could ever not be funny. I don't think he's capable of not.
Yeah. Yeah, just the way that he thinks about it. It goes through, you know, it's a lot of different word definition, word play stuff. Yeah, I think he's fantastic. And there's this moment at the end of the documentary where he meets Bill Cosby. It's 2002, so Bill Cosby's still like at the top of his game.
Yeah, the king.
And Bill Cosby at that time is doing like 2.5-hour sets twice a night. And Jerry's like, 2.5? How? With no break? How the hell? And so he like
Man,
really meets him, and yeah, it's Cosby has this crazy line, not crazy line. He's got this line where he's like, Jerry, how cool is it going to be when, like, you're at the end of your days, and like, Bill Russell, and you're around Bill Russell and like Michael Jordan and all these people who like were at the top of their game, and you can say too, like, yeah, I played the hell out of my game. Like, I was the best at what I did, just like they were the best at what they did,
damn.
which is, and then I've got so many things to say about this. The other thing is, as Jerry's going up and he's bombing and he's frustrated and he's like, yeah, like you never really get that comfortable on stage. You may appear comfortable, but like I'm still nervous.
Sure.
It's like a professional who is like one of the greats, and you get to see like the comparisons almost.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
So worth parceling it together on YouTube's.
Yeah, and the audio quality is pretty poor, and they're in 15-minute increments. But yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
hard to get otherwise. But yeah,
Damn. So it's a documentary he made. It only ever went to DVD, and so that's why the $500 is. It's $500 on eBay.
it actually went to theaters when it came out. It's this documentary called
Really?
Comedian. Yeah, and Anthony Jeselnik was actually recently talking about it. He was like, I went to see that documentary and I came out a comedian. Like, you see
Damn.
everything about starting it because Jerry's really restarting again. Um, so a lot of the similar
Damn.
emotions, a lot of the similar things.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. That sounds spectacular.
Yeah, it's good.
You got other stuff going on?
Uh, since I've moved here, I've met a lot of different Matthews, which has been confusing for me.
Really?
There's so many Matts here, dude.
Really?
Yep, a lot of Matts. And one guy I saw go up just goes by Matthew. I'm like, hey, wait a second, dude. Like, you can't just lay claim to the first. It'd be like, when Prince got famous, now there's all the other princes are like, hey, dude, like, you got to throw in a last initial at least. Like,
Sure.
you're going to be the Prince. It's outrageous.
They could have taken. I think the Prince was probably up for grabs.
And then he goes the artist formerly known as Prince, and that just takes everybody out of the game.
Yeah.
Now you got to change
It
your
ended
name.
a lot of careers that day.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I never thought about it like that. That's a good compare. That guy sucks.
I know.
Did you tell the Matt chat about it?
No, it hasn't even, they're so.
Honestly, so I absolutely love the idea of the Matt chat. Just putting together a group of Matts from all parts of the country, all walks of life, and you guys just bonding over the simple fact that you're all named Matt. It's beautiful. It really is. There's something poetic in that. I think you need to put more of an emphasis on growing that again.
I got to I got to start over. There's such a disconnect.
I think, dude, it's such a cool idea.
The Mats went corporate.
No,
Yeah.
don't say that.
They're
You don't mean that.
I mean it. They sold out.
You think they really sold out, or do you think that you're just a little hurt by their underwhelming performance?
Well, it's obviously the latter.
Sure.
I'm obviously hurt by their underwhelming performance and have to make an excuse for it, and saying that they
What do you think would heal your disposition right now?
even one text message. Even one.
Have you sent anything recently?
Not since Matt number 20 was added in. because there was such a because Matt number 20 came in firing. You know, he brought the energy and nobody cared.
Are you serious?
No one cared.
Uh, how long have you had that chat?
9 years.
It's a long time. Do you think there's been an exchange of numbers maybe and there's far less mats per capita than you would like?
I think there's a lot of fake Matts.
All right. I'll tell you what. As much as I want to keep that dream alive, I th- I think you might have to start a new chat.